All right, we're gonna pony this little 4-year-old quarter horse mare. Her name's Mouse, at least that's what they call her. You saw her on another video where I was working with her muzzle, and that was about a week ago I did that, and it's pretty much gotten, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. When we got on her, actually when Richard got on her the other day, started riding her, realized that she's not okay with things up above her. And I had skipped that step thinking that she didn't need it, and I was wrong. So we're gonna go back and just do some stuff from up above and pony her. And I'm gonna have Richard do it because he's never done it before. And so I'm gonna step behind the camera and kind of just give him a little bit of pointers. But the main thing we noticed about her when we were messing with her was just things up above her head. So Richard, I'd say start off just waving your arms up over her ears. All right, see how she didn't like that? She is not okay with that, so just keep doing it. Sorry, I'm not a very good camera person. I've mentioned that before. Okay, yeah. You just want to start off, just wave your arms. And so she's curious, and that's one thing I really like about this little horse. She's got a lot of curiosity, and boy, a curious horse to me is always going to be a good horse. It's just a characteristic that I really like in a horse. Good. All right, get her a little closer to her. Side pass him a step or so closer. There you go. Now do it. So we just want to get her used to things up above her. And you just do that until she looks bored. Okay, that's actually, she's kind of starting to look a little bored there, isn't she? Good, good. All right, now use your hat. Okay, so that bothered her a little. So just, yep, good. Wave that hat all around. So far everything you've done is right in front of her. You know, see what happens? I figured that was what was going to happen. She's kind of okay with you in front of her, but not behind her ears. Okay, so go ahead and bring runner up on, just walk forward a little bit and get on her side there, where his nose is up by her hips. And then just start kind of repeating what you were doing. This is where you need 3 hands, so you're going to have to figure that out. You're still in front of her. I want you to get behind her ears with that hat. Because see, she's not okay with it. And so runner's going to have to go with her. Okay? All right, just act like that didn't happen and keep doing it. This is why we're doing this with this mare. She just gets real bothered by stuff. Yeah, and that's one thing you have to be aware of when you're ponying a colt. They'll stick their nose underneath your, in between your reins and your horse and cause you trouble. Yeah. So a few things I've mentioned in the past when I've shown videos doing this. Number one, this can be really dangerous. Do not do this unless you have a really, really good pony horse. There's just too many things that can go wrong in a half a second and get you hurt if you don't have a really good pony horse. And Runner's about the best I've ever seen at it. He just doesn't get bothered by hardly anything that the horse does. The only exception was a mare we had a few months ago who started kicking him a lot. he didn't like that very well. The other thing is, we're just getting her used to stuff above her. And you can also do this by sitting on the fence, and there's some really good trainers out there that do this from the fence rather than horseback, and it's not exactly the same thing, but a lot of it is. If you're sitting on the fence, then you're going to do some other things moving there, getting them to come to you a little differently. There's some things you can do ponying that you can't do from the fence, and which is things like touch her with your foot, bump her when you want to, which is not what we want Richard doing right now. Right now, I want him to get that hat back there by the saddle and just wave it until that horse looks bored. And that's the easiest way I can explain how do you know when to quit doing something. Okay? You quit doing it when they look bored. As long as they look nervous and bothered, you just keep on doing it. And you might have to do approach and retreat. There, see, it's getting a little better. Now get in there and start touching the little mare with your foot. Ask her to yield her hindquarters, just like if you were on her. Put your foot right in back there by the back cinch. See if you can get her to yield her hindquarters. And I want to get her used to that stuff with you up above her, where she's used to your foot touching her down there and doesn't get upset about it. See, I can see her flinching.
Yeah, that time she flinched big time.
Yeah. So just keep doing it, because till she gets used to it. You're going to have to be moving your pony horse with your right foot, pushing your horse into her. Okay. So this requires a lot of horsemanship also, to be able to do 3 things at once. There you go. Get in there and let runner push her around. That's fine. Your leg's attached to runner. Okay. Now I want you to get a little more aggressive in making her move. Get runner moving a little more. Let's just raise the pressure a little bit. And you can also move her shoulder too. You can come in there and have her move her shoulder. Just kind of mess around and just maul her from up above. Okay, see that bothered her when your foot came out?
Yeah, same problem we had on the fence the other day.
Uh-huh. So we found an oh no spot there, and we need to fix it.
I'm not nearly as good. Athletic with that leg.
Just walk in there and then walk away. Slap on the saddle and walk back. There you go. Do some approach and retreat. Lift your foot up and then back away. Okay. Now try it. Will she let you walk up and lean on her from that side?
Walk up. Lean.
Okay. Now put your foot in the stirrup. Obviously, I'm not trying to hold her.
Yeah. It's okay. All right.
So we don't need to be stealing a ride on this horse. We need to get her over this stuff. Let her know life's not out to get her.
Her and Soxy both got
Yeah,
a little bit
and
of
you know,
natural food.
if you were in the round pen by yourself, she probably wouldn't be acting this way. She'd probably be better.
To runner you.
Yeah, it's all three of us here putting stress on her. However, you know, she needs to learn to handle it. She needs to learn to figure out we're not going to hurt her. There you go. There you go. There you go.